Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Erik Marsh from the District of Columbia Fire and Emergency Medical Department. Today, I'm here to introduce you to a community risk reduction plan. This plan is designed to help resolve an issue that has plagued our community for years. This plague is identified as the misuse of smoke detectors in our homes. The misuse of smoke detectors has been identified as a possible factor that contributed to a total of 11 deaths in the past year, starting from January 1st, 2019 to present, with the 11th death occurring a few weeks ago, where it was determined that there was not an operating smoke detector in the residence that ended the life of a 62-year-old male. A question I would like to propose to you. The question is, how many more lives have to be affected because of the misuse of smoke detectors before we as the community step up and provide the citizens and our loved ones with protection it needs against fire? Well, possible solution is today I would like to announce the launching of a community risk reduction plan that could assist our communities all over the District of Columbia with combating the misuse of smoke detectors. In identifying the risks, the department has gathered data that show the most affected areas. But first, let me give you a brief set of information about Washington, D.C. The population of Washington, D.C. is estimated to be 706 million in an estimated 10,000 square miles. In 2019, the department ran about 41,000 fire-related calls. The age groups of fire deaths were contained to one juvenile, age of 9 years, and 10 seniors, ages ranging from 57 to 86. The southeast quadrant has received the highest amount of fires, which equal to 40% of the fire calls, and the northeast quadrant received the second highest, which had 35% of the fire calls in the entire city. It has been determined that the deaths from the fires also was related to smoke detectors that were not operable or no smoke detectors were present at all. To assist the community with the misuse of smoke detectors and fire safety, the department is implementing strategies that will be educational but fun for participants. We are calling this plan the 5 E's to Fire Prevention. So let's dive into what the 5 E's stands for. The first E stands for education. The department will be utilizing the Juvenile Fire Starters Program, which is part of the Fire Prevention Division, to go out into the infected areas. In this effort, we will concentrate not only on the community, but we will expand our efforts to the residents, schools, hotels, churches, and businesses. This unit will utilize prompts, hands-on, including educational tools, media, along with brochures. The Operation Division, which is the on-duty firefighters, will also be involved by conducting firehouse tours and also going out into the community conducting home inspections. Our main attraction for education is known as the Safe House. The Safe House is a mobile home that is transported into the community for events to show the audience how to operate smoke detectors, how to maneuver in smoky environments, and also hands-on demonstrations involving fire extinguishers with the fire instructor. The fire instructor also showed the participants how to stop, drop, and roll if they were to catch on fire or see anyone else on fire. This program will continue to run non-stop during the summer months, even when schools are out. The fire department hires high school students during the summer months to assist with educating the public on fire safety while earning money. The fire stations will be accessible to the community for tours, and the media will play an important part as well with the advertisement of fire safety related commercials and demonstrating of brochures to the public while at events. The second E in the 5 E's is enforcement. Laws regarding the installation of fire safety equipment will be enforced in the community by the District of Columbia Fire Prevention Division, Code Enforcement Section, and the Operations Division, which is also the on-duty firefighters. They will go out into the community and conduct mandatory inspections of buildings, schools, hotels, and stores. Private home inspections are considered to be voluntary inspections with no penalties, but are highly recommended. The inspection will be conducted with a checklist that will be provided to the homeowner of the residence or buildings upon completion of the inspection. The inspection will include checking for misused extension cords, checking for improper storage, exit paths, blocked doors, and also smoke detectors. This phase also gives the fire units time to conduct effective building planning and give the inspectors an opportunity to inspect mandated dwellings and issue violations if deemed necessary to owners of the buildings who have deficiencies. The third E in the 5 E's is economic incentives. The economic incentives are punishments of individuals and organizations without fire detection systems and rewarding of those with adequate fire protection. Additional discounts on fire detection and fire prevention devices help encourage the community to install and utilize them. This is the way of getting the population to take part in the mitigation of fires. The fourth E in the 5 E's is engineering. Engineering applies to the use of changing of saving lives in the physical environment of fire safety. This can be achieved by the modification or implementation of new technology in the direction of fire in our homes and businesses. This includes smoke detectors, monitoring systems, and fire sprinklers. The installation of smoke detectors in the homes gives the occupants the cheapest and fastest form of early detections of fire. The last and final E of the 5 E's is emergency response. Emergency response can mitigate sudden injuries and illnesses, save lives, and reduce or prevent property loss. The District of Columbia's ability to provide adequate emergency services must be considered when developing a plan of this magnitude. So the department has gathered additional equipment, including physical and financial resources from third-party entities. The third-party entities will strengthen the chances of achieving the goals and benchmarks that are identified by the department. The third party's assistance will come from companies and institutions that are operating in our community. So let's take a moment to recognize and give these companies a round of applause for their participation in this journey with our communities. I would like to take the time to identify these companies. These companies are Home Depot, Howard University Hospital, First Alert, and American Red Cross. The collaboration with these third-party entities will enhance current capabilities by adding new emergency response sources to the existing District of Columbia Fire and Emergency Medical Department. As an additional resource to the Community Risk Reduction Plan, the department is currently looking forward to organizing and implementing a Community Emergency Response Team known as CERT. This would give us additional resources to compensate for when storms or other natural disasters occur. In conclusion, I hope you find this plan effective and educational. At this time, I would like to address all questions and concern. If there is no questions, then thank you for your time and patience. I look forward to seeing you out in the community promoting fire prevention, fire safety, and fire education. Until then, be safe. Thanks.